All right. We are live again. It's a little bit afternoon. Got a little delayed with some technology, and that's actually what we're talking about today.
How apropos.
Yeah, that's a good segue into AI, or artificial intelligence. What do you think about AI?
Um, I hated it at first, starting to embrace it. I still am a little skeptical about some things as far as what I use it for has been very beneficial, but I can see where there can be concerns on some other levels.
Hmm. So
So
tell me where you're using AI right now.
So you're going to laugh. So I use it in business mostly, but I've also started using it in my personal life because obviously married, have 5 kids, 2 are in sports, we have grandbabies now. Like there's a lot to keep track of. And so I'm learning that AI can actually make your life a lot easier. For instance, I will tell it to plan out a week of meals based on kind of the staples that our family likes, and it'll come up with meals. And then I'll ask it to make a grocery list for whatever grocery store I shop at, and it'll do that based on the menu that it made. So that's
Make
super
sure it doesn't have
beneficial.
any tomatoes. No tomatoes.
Extra.
Extra.
Um, so so that's been really helpful. I use it to find when I'm in an area of town I'm not quite familiar with, like find me the best rated quick service restaurant, or whatever. I've used it for gifts, like based on these things, point me to some unique gifts, for people. So it's actually kind of mind blowing the stuff that it can do.
That's sweet. I never realized
Yeah.
you used it that much.
Yeah, I'm all about finding like shortcuts and trying to be more efficient. And I did not embrace AI in the beginning, as you know. But the
Mhm.
more I get in there and the more it learns me, the easier it is.
Yeah, so are you talking about when you say learns you, are you talking about ChatGPT?
Yes, I use ChatGPT.
Okay. And what have you learned from ChatGPT? Because yeah, you were kind of a slow adopter to this, and I think Nathaniel was the first, of course, and then he's like, "You got
Well,
to."
of course.
This was like 2 years ago. He's like, "I chat GPT." This is Nathaniel speaking. I chat GPT everything. I'm like, "Oh my gosh! Like, what the heck is this chat GPT thing?" And now I've embraced it. I'm sort of excited about how it can make our lives easier. Definitely in the real estate game, it's made our life easier because it can create logos, it can create pictures, it can create graphics, all that stuff that used to take us hours and hours in Canva and Microsoft Publisher, if you remember that. All those things. I mean, it has really streamlined our marketing on the real estate side. And it's also done some pretty cool things that I'm learning more about. Um, and what's a little scary about it is we talked about pricing yesterday, the magic of pricing real estate. If you put in a property address and you ask ChatGPT's expert opinion on what that value is, you may not be so happy, especially if it's your property. But buyers today, especially young buyers, are going to ChatGPT to figure out first, what should they offer on a property? How long is it going to stay on the market? What are the pluses and minuses of living in this community? All those things that used to be sort of non-important items, and the new buyer would find out about that particular property after they purchased the property. All that's known up front. So there's no secrets about real estate anymore. people are getting way more information about buying real estate, specific information about the property. All that stuff is coming up in ChatGPT. So
Yeah, and I
I
think
feel
that's
sorry
why almost by like I don't have a choice. I have to embrace it and learn it. So if I'm going to learn it, I'm like in there and I'm learning it because if real estate agents or really any business owner right now is not using AI, you're going to be left in the dust. And I think that especially in our industry, people talk about AI replacing the agent. I'm not scared about that. I'm not worried about that piece of it. It's not going to replace people because I'm a firm believer that there are certain services and certain industries where the human connection is always going to be needed. You can never fully get rid of the human connection. But the way I'm embracing AI is it's making me better at my job. It's helping me get my clients what they're looking for quicker and easier. And that's a win for me.
No, I love that. I do agree with that, and that it's a tool in our toolbox to help us be better real estate professionals. I do think you sort of need what I'm finding out with ChatGPT is when I put stuff in there and I look for the results that it spits out, it still needs some thinking and logic behind it that I don't think, at least not yet, that these AI, the AI technology has gotten there yet, but it's it's approaching very, very fast. Um,
Well,
so
it can give you the steps and some very interesting ways to go about it, but it doesn't replace the idea itself. And that's that's what I have learned. You still need to tell it where to start, and then it helps you work through all of the steps. But yeah, you have to be very specific in your commands. Like I'll go in there and I'll say, help me find 3 listings in this neighborhood that are similar to this one that have this, this, and this. Okay, make it a little bit shorter. Okay, put it down to 3 blocks. Okay. And then I will go in and then do further research on what it finds. So it's a great starting point, especially when sometimes you're in a place of like overwhelm or don't know where to start. Once you get in there and it starts giving you stuff and you're like, okay, make it shorter. Okay, make it more casual. Okay, make it more formal. That's how it gets to learn who you are. So at some point, it's just going to know, like, oh, this is Tiana. This is how she talks, or this is what she's looking for. Um, but on the same token, like I said, it can do a lot of good. There's still some things about it that I'm not so sure about. Like we see, okay, so we see it on Olivia's side, right? So she's 13, she's in middle school, and what these teachers are having to deal with
mm,
ChatGPT, these
right.
kids are just like, write an essay, and it writes the essay. So it is creating challenges in other areas. How that will be combated, I don't know. So it's not all great, but it can do some really great things.
I think the key thing to take away from this is that if you're not on board with AI, you're going to be left behind. And if you just keep fighting it, you might as well, if you're in real estate, you might as well just put your license inactive and just refer all your business to agents that have embraced AI and technology. Because there's just going to be a wider and wider gap between those that understand AI and those who don't.
Well, even if you choose not to use it for whatever reason, you still need to learn about it because everybody else around you is learning about it. So you at least need to know about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like when they first started, creating cars and building cars. It's like, okay, are you going to be the one that's walking or riding your bike everywhere? Or are you going to embrace automobiles and learn about them and drive them?
Mhm.
Probably the worst analogy I've ever come up with, but I was trying to get my point across that if you don't embrace it,
I was really hoping to be excited about that for
I know
you.
you're like, I saw your
I
eyes
was
just
trying
be
to be
like, oh, what
supportive.
the heck is this guy talking about? Oh man, I'm the worst
Hey,
storyteller.
just so you know, for the guys out there, AI
What?
can also help you plan date night
Oh, tell
Just
me more.
saying.
What? Okay, okay, let's go there. Let's go there. Because would you
So we do
be
date night every week,
okay?
right?
Would you be upset if I chat GPT'd or asked some type of AI tool to come up with a really cool date night? Or would you rather I just came up with it by myself? Or
How
you
would
don't
I
really care?
know? How would I know?
I would probably tell you because that's
Well, that's
we
on
had dinner and
you.
we'd be like, "Oh, by the way, I didn't come up with this idea. This
But
was a chat
no, but
GPT
still,
thing."
it's still, I feel like it still is like, okay, just because ChatGPT came up with an idea for you doesn't mean that you have to use it. Like, if it speaks enough to you to say, yeah, that's the one, let's do that, then what's wrong with that?
Okay, so it doesn't matter. It's the result.
Yeah.
It's not how we got there. It's the result that it produced.
Because for me, like, as your wife, as a woman, any effort that is put into something,
Oh my gosh.
we
Are you?
appreciate. We
Oh my.
appreciate.
Wow. The bar is that low.
I would just be happy if I didn't have to plan it. So,
Okay. Okay. I get that. I hear you. I hear you. All
yeah.
right, we got a question from Aurora. What are some tips you'd give on someone just starting to learn AI, how to make it less overwhelming? I
Don't
would.
be afraid. Don't be afraid to ask stupid questions. I I literally would be like, how do I use ChatGPT? What are some of the things I should be asking? What advice do you have in this area? Like, just ask the questions because that's how it starts to know you, if that makes sense.
Wow, that's mind blowing. I think I would just set aside. All right, I'm trying to get to 100 hours of studying AI as soon as possible. So I'm just starting to put it in my calendar. Half an hour here, an hour there, 2 hours on the weekends, or something like that, and really just study. There's a lot of Facebook groups out there that provide free AI information. I've joined some of those groups. I follow a couple people that are really specialized in bringing AI to the forefront. So I would just start studying. What are all the tools out there and just start trying some of them. I mean, no one's going to know. Only you are going to
Well, and
know.
that's the thing.
It's
Like,
going to
it gives you the information, and then you decide what you do with that information. So it's not like, okay, for instance, I asked ChatGPT to help me come up with a business plan because I'm considering an additional business venture. And I went in there and I'm like, okay, based on what you know about me through Google and my social media, can you come up with a business plan for me that'll fit what I'm trying to do? And it came up with like 10 pages, step by step. Here's a plan, here's a manual, here's your posts, here's this, here's that. And so what I can do with that is then bring it in and say, okay, these are the things I like. Nah, that's not me, that's not me, that's not me, but I do like these things, and then customize them. And then what I love is that Canva has now incorporated ChatGPT within Canva, so they work together. So you can literally say, build my business plan, fill it out, create my logo, now put this into a system, and it'll put everything into Chat GPT and whatever templates you want, and then you're done.
wow. That's amazing. I really love the logo piece because when I started the podcast, we told Chat GPT, like, create a logo for our podcast. Here's what we want it to say. Here are the colors. This is the theme. This is how we want it to feel, and it spit out this perfect logo that I would have never thought of, and it was free. It was
Right.
free. So
Well,
I
and that's what
mean,
I was doing for this new business venture as well. I was like, okay, make it more feminine. Okay, make it less feminine. Add more pink. Add more this. Add more that. And it just keeps redoing it, redoing it, redoing it automatically for you.
mhm.
It's pretty amazing.
Well, what most people don't understand is you need to take advantage of it while it's free, because at some point they're going to start charging for this.
Well, and to be clear, I pay for the premium chat
Oh, you
GPT.
do? Oh,
I
that's good to
do.
know. I'll put that in our budget.
We pay for the premium chat
Oh,
GPT.
but you get the benefits. I'm on the free version. Are you kidding me?
Maybe that's why I'm getting better stuff out of it than you.
Mine's all subpar free stuff, and you've got the premium stuff.
Well, I do pay for the
Okay,
premium just because it gives you higher quality, more compatible logos. It does some extra stuff.
that's nice
Um
to hear.
yeah. So it's and what the premiums, I don't know, $100 a year or something
Yeah,
like that. It's
bucks a month.
it's nothing it's nothing crazy, but it's one of those things right now, especially in our business, like you can't afford not to. It's kind of become a non-negotiable.
Yeah, I agree. Is there anything else you want to add to the AI segment um, before we wrap up? Before I
No, I
go get the
mean,
premium version for myself?
before you go plan date night and get premium version and
Yes. Get all the
plan
credit
our
for it?
grocery list,
That I'm not
but
doing.
you can use it too, like with Olivia, she wants some extra soccer training. You could totally put in there, like, how can my kid become better at soccer in 6 weeks? And it'll give you all these drills and all of these exercises for you to do.
Okay.
Or what are some things that my first grader can work on to increase her reading in the next 30 days? Like, it can literally help you with any area that you're struggling in. And
Well,
the
I
nice thing
actually
about the, go ahead.
well, I actually put that in because I was struggling this week with some things, and I said, "All right, ChatGPT, be real with me based on what you know about me. What are the areas that I'm struggling in?" And
Oh,
it was not fun. It gave me a virtual spanking, and it hurt. And I deleted that chat so fast. I was, oh,
but what,
still stings. It still stings.
what did it
So that
say?
I'm not telling you. So there's that
I bet
side
you
of it.
already know. You didn't have to. You didn't have to ask ChatGPT. You could ask me.
I thought it'd be much nicer than you, but it was worse. God, I think we end on that because I'm a little upset right now.
No, I think just give it a try. It can help with anything. It helped me figure out what was going on with my skin, um, because I'm now middle aged, and middle aged women have some things going on that are not fun. So it's helped me find some supplements that are really helping me. It's helped me with my hair. It's helping me learn the right kind of workout, because I've also learned as you age, a lot of your body needs change, and that includes exercise. So the age that I'm at right now, high cardio, high impact is not it. Like, that is the exact opposite of what I should be doing. So I've changed my whole workout routine. So I mean, it really can help you in every area of your life.
Sweet. Well, I think we'll definitely have to continue this conversation because as we learn it, as we get better at it, and we start implementing more, I think we'll have a lot more to share. So this will be a hot topic for quite a while.
Yeah, and if anyone has questions about it, just reach out. We're
Yep.
happy to share what little knowledge we have of it,
Yeah,
but
we're
we
figuring
can
it out.
learn together. We
Yep.
can learn
So,
together. Yeah.
all right. We'll wrap it
Cool.
up there, and
Okay.
we'll see you next week on Monday at noon.
Bye.
See ya.